Hey everybody, what's happening? Son of a Silver Stacker here. In today's numismatic news and information for the first day of June 2021, I'd like to take you over here to JM Bullion and look at the live spot prices. So let me go ahead and refresh. Looks like gold is down 17 cents to 19.13.6. Silver's up 16 cents to 28.30. Platinum's down $10.39 to 11.91.71. And palladium is up $12.39 to 28.80 and 89 cents. Now, being June 1st, everybody would normally be focusing on the United States Mint. However, there's a gap in between May 24 and June 15th. What's that gap, you say? Well, that's the Denver minted Morgan dollar and the S minted Morgan dollar, along with the Philadelphia and the Peace dollar. So seeing how these went on the back burner, it's actually quite amazing that the United States Mint hasn't received any more information except for what's in the coin community so far about these postponements. They've really actually come through unscathed so far, I believe, because it's really in the coin community where you're going to see a lot of this ire. In fact, here's Coin World right here, William T. Gibbs, and this was published May 31st, 2021 at 7 a.m. Monday morning brief from May 31st, collectors are angry. Yikes. And it says here, and that's the CC, and that's the O privy mark for the Morgan dollar. The rapidity with which the first 2021 Morgan dollars were snapped up by eager buyers and the difficulties many collectors had acquiring the coins led to a number of complaints to Coin World about U.S. Mint practices. I'm just going to read these things here at the bottom because we know what happened over here. But check this out. This is where people are really up in arms. It says here, our letters to the editor and guest commentaries this week, as I suspect they will for weeks ahead, reflect the anger of customers who again feel betrayed by U.S. Mint officials. Many believe, as does our guest columnist this week, that the Mint caters to the dealer community to the detriment of collectors. Seeing dealers offering multiples of the coins at prices well above the issue price, one can understand why so many collectors believe as they do. Now, this is where it gets pretty brutal, because if you think about it, and it says it right in here of why he's awesome, okay? And the execution may not be that ideal, but the product is amazing. Some of the ire is directed at U.S. Mint Director David Ryder, now serving in his second term of office. A lot of readers want him fired, not just over this program, but also because other coin programs under his watch sold out quickly. So you could make the argument that they didn't foresee enough desire of the option or the product, and that might not be him, but he's ultimately responsible. Some want everyone connected to the marketing decisions surrounding the Morgan dollar program driven from the Mint. So I mean, people are hot. This was the biggest release in U.S. Mint history, and they dropped the ball. So hopefully they get a second chance. It says you're getting a limited edition right is challenging Mint officials. However, should have made these limited edition coins less minted. That would have made a lot of our readers and customers happier than they are now. Well, they really need to lower the household order limit. And let me tell you here, it's about forgiveness. I think that Don Henley song was right. And if what is forgiveness? It's to stop feeling angry or resentful towards someone for an offense or a flaw or a mistake. And really, it's not about that, because when you stop this process, oh heck, let me read this here. It says here, forgiveness can lead to feelings of understanding, empathy, and compassion for the one who hurt you. So, and that's growth right there. There's no doubt about it. And that's an ideal thing to do. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting or excusing the harm done to you or making up with the person who caused the harm. Forgiveness brings the kind of peace that helps you go on with life. And basically, it allows you to love again. And really, ultimately, that's the end game of it all. Is finding that peace in your heart so that you can love again. Because if you don't do this, you won't be able to find the peace or get the love. Now, moving on to the next subject, because it's all about forgiveness, folks. Even yourself, you got to forgive yourself as well. Now, this is from Coinage, and it says here, Portable Wealth and Hyperinflation in the Age of Repression. This is out of May 27, 2021. And they have a picture of a 1998 Eagle $100 coin, MS69, and she's a beauty. It says here, this is by James Passin. The chain, thank God, the chain is broken. Its severed links may do us harm, but the grand fiat has been spoken, and free forever is the arm. And that's Admonition by James Madison Bell. It says here, 22% of all U.S. dollars in circulation were printed last year in 2020. This unrelenting monetary expansion has driven up the price for all financial assets to ridiculous levels and has set the stage for the era of hyperinflation. The devaluation of U.S. dollars against Bitcoin BTC is but one manifestation of the corrupt inflationist monetary policies that continue to enrich monopoly tech rent extractors while inflating the prices of critical raw materials such as lumber, gasoline, and wheat. Under the malign spell of modern monetary theory, MMT, governments believe that it is possible to print an unlimited amount of money without causing hyperinflation through the imposition of confiscatory taxation rates. Easy for me to say. This merger of de facto socialist dogma with magical thinking has the potential to undermine socio-political stability, while creating an extraordinarily dangerous environment in which to deploy risk capital. Now, it says here the holders of real assets are generally the winners of hyperinflationary epochs. However, it remains an interesting question to consider the dangers of primarily holding assets that exist purely as a result of the action of the state, such as real estate concessions. The proliferation, dissemination, and hardening of MMT dogma will provide a cover for the state for all of us to use the tools and powers to extract even more cash through rising tax rates and other fees. Now, it's kind of confusing here. The Green New Deal will close the loop by enabling the imposition of unlimited and arbitrary carbon taxes. So it's kind of like owning a timeshare, right? It's never really paid for, and you're going to keep paying on it and on it because the upkeep, that's really what you can think of that like, is an upkeep for a timeshare. Okay. Now it says here, holders of these forms of portable wealth will prove to be the ultimate beneficiaries of the era of hyperinflation. Rare and generic gold coins, certified, graded, and insonically sealed, tamper-evident holders of the Professional Coin Grading Service and Numismatic Guarantee Corporation with certified accepted corporation stickers, platinum bullion coins and bars, and cryptocurrency securely stored in hardware wallets. Yeah, the way cryptocurrency is going though right now, right? I mean, it could be, a lot of people think it's a buying opportunity because it has come down dramatically. It says here, outside of monetary policy considerations, platinum is positioned to benefit from the exponential growth of hydrogen energy, as platinum plays a critical role as a catalyst in hydrogen fuel cells. The huge momentum behind clean energy technology is setting the stage for the rebranding of platinum as a green metal. In short term, the slowly growing potential for military conflict between Russia and Ukraine has created the outside chance of future USA sanctions against Russia metal exports, which could have a massive impact on palladium and platinum, as Russia is a dominant exporter of palladium and a large exporter of platinum. In my view, platinum remains extraordinarily cheap compared to palladium and gold, and I continue to look for opportunities to accumulate 1 and 5 ounce platinum bars at low premiums to melt value. Now, it just talks about who is this particular person who wrote this article, and I think that you can substitute platinum for any of the metals. I think even copper at this point, it's getting ridiculously expensive. So, like I said, you can do metals like silver, you can do gold, you can do copper, and it's portable. And that's the beauty of it. And obviously, you don't want to have, could you imagine? I have 80 boxes of pennies. But yeah, it's pretty important, folks. So I think the main message here is that we are in an environment that could easily trigger this here. And from what they say about this, 22% of all the dollars in circulation were printed last year. Now think about that. That's a tremendous number. Tremendous number. Anyway, listen, folks, I want to thank you all for watching. Thanks for dropping by this morning. Don't forget to hit that like button. And if you do like what you're in see, please subscribe to the channel. It's free. Son of a Silver Stacker. Out.